Hello everyone, today we'll create a rolling rock activity. Let's start. So the first thing that we need to do is to create the background of the activity. So you can go to the fill color, you can change it in any color that you want for the background. Then you can right click on the canvas, go to layer, new layer, then go to geometry, then please click solid color. Right, so after clicking solid color, we have the background of the activity. Now what's the next thing that we need to do? Go to layers panel, please change name of solid color to background. Right, so we're done with the background of the activity. What's the next thing that we need to do? Let's create the ground of the rolling rock activity. So let's go to the toolbox section. Let's look for spline tool. Then on the tool properties panel, you need to select the region and outline layer. Please select region and outline layer. Now don't forget to check also the blend method. It should be composite. Now what's the next thing that we need to do? Go to fill color again. Try to change the color of it in any color that you want for the ground of the activity. And once you're done selecting a particular color, you may now start creating the ground. You just need to make sure that you will start outside of the lower part of the canvas. Let's start. So in creating the ground, you should click and hold so that you can have tiny loops along the ground. Now, once you're done, all you need to do is to click Make Spline in the Tool Properties panel. And as you can see, it will appear inside the canvas. Now, what's the next thing that we need to do? Let's click Transform Tool in the toolbox. And please group the two layers of the ground. Now, the ground here will serve two purposes, or the spline tool that we inserted will serve two purposes. Okay, first one, it will serve as the ground. And then at the same time, it will serve as the motion path of the activity. Okay, so again, go to layers panel, please select two layers of the ground, right click on it, then please look for group layer. And then after that, you just need to rename it as ground. Right, so as you can see on the layers panel, we have one group, which is consisting of two layers of the ground. And at the same time, we have here a separate layer, which is for the background. Now, what's the next thing that we need to do? We need to insert the character. We need to insert the character. So you need to go to Google. You need to open your browser and please search for a particular image, okay, of a rolling rock or a rock with face, an animated rock with face that is in PNG file type. Again, you need to search for an image of an animated rock with face in PNG type. Okay, or transparent type. So once you're done downloading that image, you can now go to the file tab. Okay, then go to import, then look for a particular folder that you saved that downloaded picture. Then you need to click that and then please click the import button. Now, as you can see, it will be inserted inside the canvas. Now that's the character. Now, what's the next thing that we need to do? We can change the size of the character. Depends on how big is the ground that we created. Now you can use the tangent and the vertex handles in changing the size of the character. Okay, now once you're done, you can go back now to the layers panel. Okay, we need to right click, adding yellow group. Okay, and then please click group layer and then please rename it as rock. So on layers panel, we have two groups, rock and ground group, and also a layer, which is a background. Now, what's the next thing that we need to do? We just need to place the color green handle or the position handle of the character group at the center part of the canvas. Okay, now once you're done, okay, let's link the character to the spline or to the motion path or to the ground that we created. So let's click rock group. Please click rock group. What's next? Go inside the ground group. Go inside the ground group. Now using your control key or the CTRL on your keyboard, you need to click and hold that. clicking the two layers of the ground. Again, after clicking the rock group, you need to go to your keyboard, look for the CTRL or the control key on your keyboard, click and hold while clicking the two layers of the ground. Okay, now once we're done selecting those things and layers panel, you need to go back on your keyboard. You need to look for the CTRL or the control key. Click and hold while clicking the color blue handle of the character group. How many times? Once only. Once you're done, you can now go start of the motion path or the ground that we created. At the line at the beginning, you should right click on it and then look for link to spline. So once you click link to spline, as you can see, once we click the rock group on the layers panel, the color green handle or the character will only move along the motion path that we created or the ground that we created. Okay. Now, what's the next thing that we need to do after doing that? Let's try to insert the keyframes. So let's turn on the animate editing mode. Now, inserting of keyframes depends on you. Okay? It depends on you on how many keyframes do you want to insert at the time track panel. So for me, I will try to insert 24 frame, 48, 72, 96, and 120 frame. So let me try. I will click 24 frame. I will use the color green handle or the position handle and moving it. Okay. And then what? The next thing that you need to do is to rotate so that the character will have a rolling movement. Okay. So after moving using the color green handle, you should use the color blue handle or the rotate handle on rotating it. Okay. Now once you're done, you can now click another keyframe. Let's move it using the color green handle. Then let's try to roll it using the blue handle. Another keyframe, 72 frame. I will move it again. I will use the color blue handle and rolling it. Okay, 96. I will use again the color green handle. Then I will roll it. And then lastly, I will go to 120 frame. I will move using the color green handle, and then again, I will rotate it using color blue handle. Okay, so we try to move it and roll it using the different handles so that the preview of our animation will look like this. Let us wait for it to be rendered. Okay, so once I click play button, as you can see, the character will move at the same time it rolls along the ground that we created. Okay, so that's the thing that I wanted to see on your activity. Now, the next thing that you need to do is just to insert designs, okay, and other ideas on the activity. Okay, then after that, you can now go to File tab, go to Render Options or Render button, try to change the file name into AVI, use a particular folder. Okay, then what's next? Go to Target. Please select FFmpeg. FFmpeg. Then go to Parameters part. On the available video codecs, kindly select MPEG-4 part 2 dot open parenthesis xvid/divx close parenthesis. Okay, then after that, click OK. Then please click the render button. Okay, now after that, you can go now to the link of submission and please pass the activity. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the activity. Bye-bye.